Katrina, I've got your work up. I see you've submitted the banner. I don't see the magazine ad though. If you take a look at the announcements area, I had recommended that students submit their banner, their magazine ad along with the banner ad, so that we can check adaptation. But since the magazine ad hasn't been submitted, I can't really comment on adaptation. So we'll just look at the banner ad. I think the banner ad is good. I think that the great thing is that you're showing excellent proficiency in all of the associated um, techniques with not only compiling the banner ad, but addressing the animation as well. So that's fantastic. Just a couple of comments here. I think they'll make some really, really nice improvements in the magazine ad. So I'm sorry, in the banner ad. So right now you've got the logo itself is really large. I think the rings are really large too. The rings are okay. Now, my recommendation is this. Let's reduce the size of the logo. We're going to take this logo and place it in the lower right-hand corner. And the reason is because we want to open up this area for type. Right now, I think this type is kind of jammed in here in a way that is kind of uncomfortable. So we'll reduce the size of the logo, place it right here. Okay, then over here, right about here or so, we'll say, who says you can't rest? And then the second line, before the big day. That's your headline. So you don't want to span the headline and then include one word on a separate line. So we'll think about the best cadence. So who says you can't rest before the big day? So who says you can't rest before the big day? Then underneath that, this is all left aligned. Right underneath that left aligned, go ahead and place your join us at Amethyst Bay. Click the banner to find out more. Okay, and that's your call to action, right? So, excuse me. So right now, so you've got the left aligned headline, subhead, then the animated type. Now, as far as the animated type goes, I think this is kind of blinking on and off. It's a little counterproductive, counterintuitive to the branding attempts, which we're talking about relaxing. I mean, the relaxing resort, Amethyst Bay, and its relaxing waters, its relaxing breath, et cetera, et cetera. So they're pushing this relaxing thing in there. Branding strategy. However, this isn't a relaxed, this blinking on and off isn't really indicative of relaxed animations. My recommendation is to take that call to action and fade it in and then fade it out slowly. That's demonstrated in the course announcements, specifically the announcement associated with compiling the banner ad. So you might consider taking a look at that and really slowing those down to a gradual fade in and fade out. The other recommendation is so when you move the logo over here, then you place the type, maybe even let's say we maybe place the type right there. That'll give you a little area right over here to place the rings. And then the only other thing we need to include in the banner ad is the location. You don't have to include the entire contact information, but including located in U.S. Virgin Islands or located in St. Thomas or something located in the Caribbean, something like that, just to allow the viewer to know where the resort is located. That does seem to be a pretty pertinent part of the branding for the client. Okay, so those are my recommendations. If I'd like to see those recommendations reflected in your final submission. So go ahead and make those changes, and you can run those by me if you want to resubmit here, or if you want to email me, whatever you want to do. If you need final comments, this is due next week, the final campaign. So if you would like final comments before you submit, but again, as I said, I would like to see those changes reflected in the final submission. All right. Okay. Great job. Thank you very much, Katrina.